Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are having a good New Year's Day. So we're going for a little walk here in Kettering on the first live stream of 2026. As you can see, it's pretty chilly. Obviously, there's snow on the ground. I mean, it's better than what it was a few days ago. It was like in the negatives, but it for how it's been for the past week or so, it's pretty good. So we're going to enjoy today and just go walk. Not that long of a walk, but just enough to be outside for a little bit and then show you guys around and whatnot. So like I said, I hope you guys are enjoying 2026. First live stream of the year. We'll go for a quick walk down this street over here on our right, and then we'll head on down to State Farm Park. Hey, Corporal 1860s, how are you doing? We're live from Kettering, Ohio, going for a little walk on this New Year's Day. Kind of chilly, but it's better than what we had a few days ago. It was in the negatives, so just going for a little walk, enjoying the day, and doing the first live stream of the year. Hope you're having a good one. And thanks for subscribing to my channel yesterday. I really appreciate it. It's always nice to see other Civil War buffs out there. Doing great. We got a little Christmas display over here on our left, so we'll take a look at that in a moment. Yeah, I like to do, whenever the weather's relatively good, especially during the summer, I like to do live streams showing you guys around the area. I like to do them on my bike, scooter, and then also walking right now. So we got some lit up deer. Got a little dog over there. And we have a nativity set. And some snowflakes. So now we're going to head down to State Farm Park. It's one of the bigger parks here in Kettering. They got like their local Little League baseball over there. They have a couple trails off in the woods. They have a bike path, which is pretty nice, and a couple other things. If you're just joining the live stream, welcome. I hope you guys are having a fantastic start to 2026. This is our first live stream of the year. Pretty chilly day, but it's at least better than the negatives that we had a few days ago. So you got to get outside at least a little bit and move around a bit. So we're going to go for a little walk and just see what's going on. And like I said, hope you guys are having a good start of 2026. And I want to wish you a Happy New Year. So if you've been with the channel for a while, you'll know where we're going now. We're going to State Farm Park. I've shown you guys it quite a few times, especially over the summer when it was a lot warmer, and just going around and seeing the different seasons and whatnot. So we're going to head off that way. As you see with the snow, it's definitely a chilly day. And also got to watch out for slick spots as well. Don't really see that many Christmas displays still up around here. I did show you guys a display a moment ago, but don't really see any. I think some people took advantage of the nice weather we had. I believe it was Sunday. So a lot of people took down their things then, but some people still have their things up. So we are now entering State Farm Park. Got a nice little reef over here. Last time I was here was about 3 weeks ago, and we had like 5-6 inches of snow, and the snow was just coming down here. It was definitely, that was the craziest weather we've had thus far this season, but obviously January just began, so that could easily happen again as we continue to go through winter. So here's the sign for State Farm Park. So over there's the baseball diamonds I've shown you guys throughout the year. That's where the Kettering Little League Baseball takes place. Obviously not during this time of year, but oftentimes when there are games here, the whole parking lot will be filled. So I'm going to show you guys something up here real quick. I don't know how well you can see it, but I made a video of this back when it happened last March, but some kids came into the park in the middle of the night and set fire to this play set over here, so some arson. And they still, I don't know why they haven't taken any of it down yet, but you still can see the metal remains. But yeah, like that whole thing was engulfed in flames one night in March. And I made a video a couple days later at the site. So here's the metal remains right here, and here's the remains of part of the slide. So everything except the slide was set on fire. But yeah, that's definitely the craziest thing that's ever happened at this park. So over here is the Iron Horse Trail. That's the bike path that goes through the park. I've back during the summer quite a few times I went from one end of the trail to the other. So it goes to a retirement community, which is over there. And then there's a church over there. That's where the trail begins on that end. And then goes off that way, clear through the trees off that way, and then dead ends at County Line Road, the boundary of Greene County. So we're currently going over the bridge over the Little Beaver Creek. There's two branches of it, and they both converge just around the bend off that way. And then it keeps flowing until it hits the Little Miami River. If you're just joining the live stream, currently at State Farm Park in Kettering, Ohio, doing my first live stream of the year. Hope you guys are having a fantastic start to 2026. Definitely a chilly start, that's for sure. We're not going to go all the way in, but I'm going to show you guys at least a couple of the trails here at the park. Showing you guys them during different live streams and whatnot during the summer and then the fall as well. So if you're new, you're seeing the trails for the first time, and then also get a perspective of it during the winter. So there's several trails in this area. There's one that goes off up the hill that way, and then there's another one that goes through the woods over here on our right, and then another one that goes through the hills, goes through the woods, but up a hill. So I'm not the only one that's walked the trail. Someone took their dog through here. So we'll go off this way for a moment, and then we'll come back and then go up the hill that way. So I showed you guys this before the last time I was here, but I think at one point this was an old farm field over here. So there's the remains of an old fence right over here. You can see it right here. Here's part of the fence that's now on the ground. Am I tickish? Not sure what that means. So, Little Beaver Creek's right over here. Then this trail goes off that way. I've shown you guys before. It goes about half a mile off in front of us. So we'll head up the hill right here for a moment, and I'll show you guys one of the farm fields around here. Couple birds flying off. Straight off this way on our left is the farm field. But since there are any leaves, you can see a little further off. You can see it's kind of hard for you to tell, but there's a little building off that way. And then down there's the Little Beaver Creek. That's one of the advantages of coming through here during the winter is with no leaf cover, you can see a little further. So over here is the farm field. So about 100 years ago, this whole area was called Van Buren Township, named after President Martin Van Buren. And then after World War II, a lot of people started to move out here. Then in the 50s, it became the city of Kettering. So there used to be a whole lot more farm fields out here compared to now. But since this is a town now, there's only about a handful of farm fields left, and this is one of the few that's left in the Kettering area. But this whole area at one point was rural, and there were a lot more farms and homesteads. If you're just joining the live stream, welcome to the channel. Hope you guys are having a very good new year. This is the first live stream of 2026. Hope you guys are having a good day. Showing you guys, okay, honestly, I have never noticed that before. Since it's winter now, you know, you can't really see that many leaves, so you can see things like this. I've never noticed this before. Some type of old foundation, I guess. If you guys are joining the live stream, welcome. We're currently at State Farm Park in Kettering, Ohio. Showing you guys this park a few times throughout the summer and fall. This is my first time showing you during the winter, and since we don't have any leaves right now, you can see a whole lot further than normal, so that's pretty good. Like I said, I've never noticed that post before because so much leaf cover, you can't really see it. But I hope you guys are having